Hi, thanks for joining us. Today we're going to take a few minutes. We're going to walk you through our joint venture program. We'll explain a little bit more about who we are, our business model, and how you can become involved as a joint venture partner with us. So essentially, we've got two different sides to the company. We have Canyon Home Buyers and Canyon Rent to Own. Canyon Home Buyers picks up the properties. We do this through direct marketing, through wholesalers, through Craigslist, through our website advertising, through social media, quite a few different areas where we pick up these properties. We don't need to lowball people. We don't have to pick it up at 60, 70 cents on the dollar like a wholesaler does. There is not a single home seller selling their home to an investor who will net more money than they will with us. But we've never been beat. We can't be beat because we don't have to lowball somebody in order to make this work. So we acquire the property, then we turn around and sell it on a lease option to our database of tenant buyers. We have anywhere from 150 to 200 tenant buyers on our list at any given time. These are people who've reached out to us and directly said, I have a down payment, I have credit issues, but I want to own a home. Will you help me? We've had conversations with them. We put them into our database, and we're now actively looking for properties for them. Once they find the home, or once we find the home for them, they give us a down payment. We put them in the home. They immediately meet with our credit repair program company up in Tempe. They sit down with them face to face on a monthly basis, and they walk through the process. There's a lot of accountability held there, so the people do what they're supposed to do. Once their FICO scores hit that 580 range, we pass them on to our mortgage broker. They cash them out, and we're off to the races. It's really that simple. So a little bit more about who we are. I'm not going to go through this right now. You can pause this and read at your own pace. But essentially, the bottom line is this. We've been there. We've done that. We're not a startup company. We've been doing this for quite a while. And we've seen just about every trend that you could possibly imagine in residential investment properties. We'd love to tell you more about our history and what we do. And we think that our experience is what's going to pay off here for you in the end here. So people ask us, so why would you guys need partners anyway if everything's going so well for you? Well, we learned a long time ago that part of something's better than all of nothing. If we relied simply upon our own resources, we would probably be able to do about half the number of properties that we are able to do now. So bringing on partners allows us to move quicker, to be able to find more properties for our tenant buyer database. They're asking us every day for a home, and it allows us to build relationships that are going to benefit both parties down the road. Opportunity cost is a big thing for us. If we are not able to take a property today because we can't liquidate something quickly enough, why not split a 50-50 with somebody else? Part of something's better than all of nothing. That's always been our philosophy. We're not greedy. We don't have to squeeze every nickel out of this thing. We're more than happy to share with somebody who's willing to jump in with us here. So here's a sample deal. This is an exact deal. Actually, we did in Maricopa back in July or August of 2016. The home value is worth about $200,000. Okay. Now I told you before, we don't buy them at a certain percentage discount. We need to have a certain dollar amount spread in the property in order to be able to buy it. $30,000 is our minimum. Okay. So in this case, we were able to pick it up at 170. With that, we will always come in with the first mortgage. Okay. And that's always going to be 75%. So whether that is us going to the bank and getting a first mortgage, if we have the time, we'll do that. We'll use hard money. We'll use our own cash. We'll use another joint venture partner, but just assume that we will be taking on the 75% role. As a joint venture partner, you'll be bringing the 25%. That's going to average anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 are kind of the numbers that we're looking at right now as far as partnership goes. We do have some properties that can go down as low as a $30,000 investment. Rarely will we have some that are above 50, once in a while maybe, but typically it's because our purchase prices are usually in the 150 to 200 range, and that's where those numbers come in. Now, when we sell the property to our tenant buyers, we're always able to add an additional $5,000 premium on top of that, just because we can. We know and we're confident that the property is going to appreciate at least $5,000 during the 6-month time period before the tenant buys the property. So with that, we can sell it at a premium from day one. So with that, subtracting out closing costs in there, we're going to net about $30,000 once it's all said and done. The tenant pays for all of the buying closing costs, and so that nets us a higher amount there. We will split this with you 50-50. So if the profit's 30 on this one, you're going to get half, we're going to get half, and you'll walk away with a 15% return on your $42,000 investment. So if you ran the numbers on this one, and we did this in 6 months, your annualized return would be about 70%. And that would be if we could roll your money twice within a 12-month period. If it takes us 9 months, that 70% drops to 52%. So if we were able to do it twice every 18 months, worst case, we've never had to hit 12 months before, but if we did, your worst case scenario here for this particular home would be a 35% return. Now, 35 to me is not really enticing. It may be great for you, but just understand that is about as low as it's going to get here. Our goal is to roll your money at least twice a year. Sometimes we can get these done in 4 months, but typically it's 7 to 8, maybe 9 months at the most. So we want to roll your money as fast as possible because that gets us our money back, gets you your money back, and allows us to go on and do the next one quickly. So this is a very, very typical deal that we do here. We don't buy homes in the $250,000, $350,000 range. Most of them are between 150 and about 215 right now. Of course, these numbers are going to start creeping up as the market continues to move. But in the neighborhoods we work in, we're typically in Maricopa, Santan Valley, parts of Queen Creek, Mesa, Buckeye, Tolleson, Avondale, Surprise, areas like this. Basically, the places that exploded and grew overnight during the boom, the ones that got hit the hardest when the foreclosure crisis hit us. So really, why would you want to join us? Well, a couple different reasons, besides the fact that we're going to offer you returns that nobody else can touch. There isn't a bank in the world that can provide you the security as well as the returns that we're going to be able to do. This is a very safe, secure investment. As I mentioned, we don't do major rehabs. That's where the risk comes in. We've been burned many times on major rehabs that we've done in the past. We've probably done 25 or 30 homes in Arizona, Texas, and Tennessee that were a month to 3 month worth of rehabs. We just don't want to do those anymore. They take a lot of time, a lot of cash, a lot of stress, and it's just not worth it to us. And on top of that, that's where the risk comes in. So the fact that we're buying 80% move-in ready homes today, that provides you a lot more security, and that provides us a lot more security as far as things going wrong. Okay. So it's a very safe investment as far as that goes. Additionally, every dollar that you provide will go directly to the title company. We don't see a penny of it. And your investment will be secured by a deed of trust recorded at the county courthouse. So you will be listed on the property. We can do a couple of other things as well if it makes you feeling more comfortable. We can buy the house together in a joint partnership if that is what you want to do. We can structure these things in any way possible because you can be as involved as you want to. Maybe you just want to get together once a month for lunch and talk numbers. Maybe you want to be involved. We want to go out and see the house with us before we do anything with it. It's totally up to you. So with that, this is the perfect investment vehicle for those who are risk adverse, but who want something other than sticking in a bank or sticking in the volatile stock market right now. So here are the next steps. Continue exploring our two websites. Take a look at Kenya Rent to Own and Kenya Home Buyer to learn more about our process. See what our sellers look at, see what our tenant buyers look at to get a better feel for the position and the situation that they're going to be in. Once you've done that, give us a call. We can talk about your situation, talk about your investment experience. You don't have to have any experience here because you can be completely behind the scenes if that's what you wish to do. If you just want to sit back and collect your check, that's perfectly fine. Or like I said, you can be as involved with this and be as active and upfront and partner with this as you would like. Once we talk to the phone, we can set up a time to get together for lunch and meet, and we can walk through the details there. I can show you the paperwork involved, and once you're ready to go, we can pull the trigger and go find a house together. It's really that simple. It doesn't take the time, it doesn't take the energy that a lot of other investments do of this size. So here's the easiest way to get a hold of us. You can call our office at 442-2126, or you can call directly on my cell phone, which is 635-6269. Of course, you can email us anytime as well and ask any questions. Thanks for taking a couple minutes here to learn more about how this all works. We hope you're curious enough now to reach out and contact us, and we appreciate your time. Thank you very much.